It's always easier to sell them some shit than it is to tell them the truth.
Alright, Relic here with Relics. I'm going to do a little news thing about Sony, and they're just kind of on a roll of fucking up right now. I mean, they're just kind of, they think they're big shit right now since they're ahead in the current gen wars, and they think they can do whatever they want. What I'm pretty much talking about is actually the PlayStation Now. So, this is an article from Kotaku, how Sony just went ahead and started up prices on the PlayStation Now. I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of this to you. Sony has added prices to their beta for the PlayStation Now streaming service and through their experimental numbers. It's a beta, after all, and the current prices are insane, which they are 100%. For one, it's a fucking beta. What the hell are you doing charging people to test out your beta? He talks about, this afternoon I signed into the PlayStation Now, which Steve tested out yesterday. Here's how much it costs to rent Final Fantasy 13 2, which came out in 2012. It costs $5 for 4 hours, $30 for 90 days, where you can buy the game, the whole game, and own a physical copy of it for $17 on Amazon. And then they talk about a bunch of other games, similar pricing and everything, where they got Guacamelee. It's 4 hours is $2.99, 7 days is $5.99, 30 days is $7.99, and 90 days is $14.99. That's ridiculous. I mean, my personal opinion on this is, you should not be charging people on experimental prices. And that's one of the things that actually Sony talks about. They're like, well, no, these prices are experimental. You know, they're not going to actually, these aren't final prices. Well, what the fuck are you doing charging people for something that's experimental? I mean, it's a complete ripoff. This is a perfect example of why there should be no fanboys. These companies are not your friend. Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, they're not your friends. They're a business trying to make money. Plain and simple. And you see this over and over and over again. You go ahead and sit there and see, you know, when Sony had PlayStation 2, they were on top of the world. They came out big dick swinging with the PlayStation 3. You're gonna have to get a second job to be able to buy this thing, and you're gonna want it no matter what. Blah blah blah. Well, guess what? That bit them in the ass, and they ended up in second place, where Microsoft went ahead and went full swing on the Xbox 360, and you know, towards the end of the console generation, Sony started to catch back up with them, but the Xbox 360 was the de facto system of last gen. So what happens? Microsoft comes out, big dick swinging. They're gonna fucking do whatever the hell they want. They're gonna go ahead and you're gonna buy an Xbox One no matter what. We're gonna put all this DRM and all this fucking bullshit, and it's gonna be a full media center thing that you're gonna want to buy no matter what. Well, guess what? That bit them in the ass.
But I can change, I can learn to keep my promises, I swear it. I'll open up my heart and I will share it. Any minute now I will be born again.
Sony came out all humble and kissing the gamer's ass and sitting there saying, oh, we love the gamer. We're going to do whatever you want. We're going to not charge you for, we're not going to put DRM on our system. We're not going to do all this stuff. And everybody loved it. Everybody sucked it all up. And Sony's the greatest company in the world again. Now, Sony's killing Microsoft in the sales numbers. They're, almost double the consoles sold in a matter of 6 months, a little bit over 6 months. And now they're pulling this shit. They're going to sit there and start charging people for a fucking beta. It's bullshit. It's why competition is so friggin' important. That's why you don't want Microsoft to go ahead and win and wipe out Sony. That's why you don't want Sony to go ahead and win and wipe out Microsoft. And that's why you don't want Nintendo to lose and get wiped out. It's good having 3 different consoles in the fight for your dollar. But this is bullshit. I expect Sony to go ahead and do exactly what Microsoft did. Do a little spin on this and do an Xbox One 360 where they're going to change the little policy on this pretty quickly, because this is fucking...
Yes, I can change, I can change. I know I've been a dirty little bastard.
And some pretty bad press. I mean, to sit there and be charging someone for a beta. I mean, you're charging outlandish, ridiculous fees that aren't friggin' set for a beta. I highly suggest, I for sure am not going to even be signing up for the PlayStation Now beta, nor would I even give them one single penny. And anybody who has signed up for the PlayStation 1 beta, please don't fucking buy into this bullshit. Don't friggin' give Sony money. It's fucking us all in the end. They need to realize that A, they should not be charging for a beta, and B, they need to be doing a lot more to win our dollar. Alright. Well, that's my 2 cents on it. Relic out.
Rise from your grave.
A humanoid must not escape and fight like a robot.